Hi everyone. Welcome to the Global Connections Reflection course, and welcome to Unit 1. Really today all I'm going to do in this video is tell you a little bit about how the course is structured, how Units 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on are structured, and introduce myself a little bit and get everybody started. Now, in Unit 1, you'll notice as you go through all of the assignments that are listed here on Blackboard, you'll notice that all of them in this unit are geared toward talking about interconnections, interdependence, and inequity. And in Unit 1, we start off talking about where you are, because it's easier to see all of the interconnections and interdependence as you figure out where you are in all of that, in all of those connections. So where we start with this and talking about all of these, the three I's, the interdependence, interconnections, and inequity, throughout the semester. Where we start with this is figuring out where you are, where we all are, where we are as a group of Arcadia students and our Arcadia community members, where we are as Americans in the global connection, and where we are coming from our own cultural backgrounds. So, and by culture, we mean a lot of different things. We mean certainly ethnic culture, but we can also mean economic culture. We can mean class culture. We could mean all of those subcultures that you and your friends might belong to. So culture is this very, very complex thing that is very important, and it's very important to see it clearly as interconnected. You are a hub of connections between all different sorts of cultures, and you negotiate in your own cultures every day of your lives, but it's an everyday thing, so you don't really necessarily see it. Now you're getting thrown, with your Global Connections experience, you're getting thrown into a situation where it is going to be easy to see, where you are going to walk down the street in Rome and have it hit you that, wait, nobody's speaking English, or I'm not seeing any other people in my ethnic culture, or I'm not seeing anyone or hearing anyone talk about anything that is part of my subculture. So how do I negotiate that? How do other people negotiate that? Because everybody's going through that same thing that you are at the moment. So in Unit 1, we're going to talk a little bit about that self-reflection, getting us all figuring out who we all are in this class in Section 5, as we are, but also we're going to think a little bit about why it is useful to talk about these things, and where we might start that reflection. And the reflection should always start with figuring out who you are in this whole scheme of this experience. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. Every unit is set up the same. It is set up that the first week is a blog post, the second week is response to readings, and then the third week is a bigger sort of mini project in the semester. So, and you'll notice that everything is linear in navigating the course. That you get to Unit 1 and you start Unit 1 in the left hand, the red column. You start Unit 1 and you just continue down the unit. So you can take note of where you are and just keep going down. And then you go back to that left-hand column and Unit 2, and it'll give you prompts for the weeks and when things are due and that sort of thing. So please, 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 if you have any questions, be sure to give me an email. If you want to meet by Skype, we can meet by Skype if you are not local. If you are local, if you are here on campus and doing your experience here, then I'd be happy to meet with you in person. So please feel free. I encourage you to get to know each other, because you are all off on all corners of the world, and what I'd like you to remember is that Glenside is a corner of the world too. Philadelphia is one of those corners of the world. So we're all part of this wonderful global experience, all having parallel experiences, whether it's in our backyards or on the other side of the world. So I'd like you to remember that, and I'd like you to feel free to introduce yourselves to your classmates through the blogs, through commenting and all of that sort of thing, because that's where real positive interaction and positive learning happen, when a conversation starts. So I encourage that, and I hope you have a good time.